Hi dear students, today we are going to discuss highway engineering part 2. Part 1 is already uploaded in this channel in your comprehensive learning series, and all the questions in this video is taken from previous year Kerala PSC exams. Myself, Dr. Krishnapriya MG, Associate Professor from Department of Civil Engineering, Christ College of Engineering, Iringalkuda. So coming to the first question is the IRC recommended camber for bituminous pavement in light rain condition. So what is a camber? A camber is nothing but the top portion of a highway will be raised when we compare to the end portions. Okay, so from the midpoint there will be a slope towards the end, that is actually known as camber. And here the question is its recommended value for a bituminous pavement in light rain condition. So if it is a bituminous pavement and the condition is light rain, the answer is 1.7 percentage. And if it is asked for a bituminous pavement for heavy rain condition, the answer should be 2 percentage. Okay, so here the correct option is option C, that is 1.7 percentage. And coming to the next question, what is the width of land acquired for the road along its alignment? Okay, so when we are going to construct a road, or if we want to extend a road like that, we will acquire some land. Okay, so the acquired land, the width of that acquired land may include the width of carriageway. There can be shoulders on both sides, and there can be margins along both sides for longitudinal drains, extension in future, etc. Okay, so the total width of the land, the total width of this land acquired is known as right of way. So the correct option is option D, right of way. Okay, and coming to the third question, the minimum coefficient of lateral friction for highway is. So when we consider the geometrical design of highway, we consider both longitudinal friction as well as lateral friction. Okay, so there can be a confusion between these two. So lateral friction is considered in the lateral direction of a highway, and it is coming to importance when we consider the design of horizontal curves. Okay, so for the design of horizontal curves, we always use this lateral friction, and the minimum coefficient of lateral friction is assumed as 0.15. So here the correct option is option D. And the next one is question number 4. The formation width of a double lane NH embankment. Okay. And see what is a formation width. Formation width, or it is also known as the roadway, which is shown in this figure. Okay, it is the top width of a highway embankment or bottom width of highway cutting, excluding the side drains. That is actually known as formation width, or it is known as roadway. Actually, it is the sum of carriageway width plus shoulder widths. Shoulder will be provided on both sides. So this whole width is known as a roadway or formation width. And for NH, what is the minimum formation width, that is asked. And for NH, for plain and rolling terrain, the formation width is 12 meter or road. This is as per the IRC recommendation. The formation width is 12 meter or more. So the correct answer is option D. Okay, and the next question is question number 5. And the question is, one of natural factors influencing camber is. Okay, so I have already explained what is a camber. The middle portion or the middle point of a highway will be raised compared to the end. Okay, so there will be a mild slope towards the end, and the purpose why we are providing camber for highway cross section is in order to drain off rainwater as far as soon as possible. Okay, so one of the natural factors influencing camber is obviously amount of rainfall. And if you just refer the case of Camber and how we will provide its IRC recommendation also. IRC have recommended Camber for different type of rainfall. Okay, so the most important natural factor that influencing the camber is and C amount of rainfall. And when we consider cambers are provided in three ways like this. It can be a parabola, it can be a straight line, or it can be a combination of straight line and parabola. Okay, so these are the three types of camber. The sixth question is minimum value of camber provided for bituminous surface hill roads is. Okay, so what will be the minimum value of camber provided for bituminous surface hill road? Okay, and for hilly roads, the minimum value of camber provided should be 3.5 percentage. Okay, so this is as per ISA recommendation. The minimum camber provided for hilly roads is actually 3.5 percentage. And the next question is the ideal shape of transition curve is. Okay, so the ideal type of transition curve is nothing but clothoid. Okay, it is known as clothoid. So correct option is option A. And when we come to the next question, an ideal horizontal transition curve should be. Okay, so the options are hyperbola, circle, spiral and parabola. When you see, both these questions are the same, but in the first question the answer is clothoid, and in the second question sometimes the options may be given like this, and the correct answer is spiral, and spiral curve is nothing but a clothoid. Okay, so the ideal curve for a horizontal transition curve is clothoid, or it can be a spiral. Okay, and why it is called as ideal? It is because the rate of change of centrifugal acceleration is constant all over these curves, and the calculation and field implementation is easy and simple. And also this clothoid curves enhances the aesthetics of highway geometrics. Okay, so due to all these reasons, the ideal horizontal transition curve is clothoid or spiral. Okay, and the next question is question number 9. Passing zones are not generally provided on summit curves, horizontal curves, two-lane highways, all the above. Okay, passing zones are zones we provided for overtaking of vehicles. And as we all know, summit curves means vertical curves where the stopping side distance is very less, and also horizontal curves are also not preferred to have overtaking zones. There also the side distance available will be very less. So the correct answer is all the above. Okay, usually we don't provide passing zones at summit curves, horizontal curves or two-lane highways. Actually, what we do is we will mark the passing zones with the center line marking. Okay, if the center line is discontinuous, then it is said that we can have an overtaking chance, and if the center line is continuous, overtaking is prohibited. Okay, so usually we don't provide passing zone on any these options. And the last question, the 10th question is for side distance calculation, perception and reaction time depends on. Okay, perception and reaction time means for a driver, if we consider a driver, when he come in front of some obstacle, the time required to understand the situation and to react to that situation. Okay, so it mainly depends on the alertness of the driver. If he is a new driver, sometimes he may take more time to react correctly to a situation. And if he is an experienced driver with great alertness, who is driving his vehicle carefully, the perception and reaction time will be less. He can easily understand the situation and can take right decision in order to avoid accidents. So the correct answer is alertness of driver, option B. Okay. So these are the 10 basic questions from highway engineering. This is highway engineering part 2 video. Part 1 video is already uploaded. If you have not watched it, please watch it for another set of basic questions. Okay, so thank you for watching.